All right, so welcome to our Richards team huddle for July. Again, we're just meeting the second Tuesday of the month for about 30 minutes, just to make sense of all the changes that come up and really be able to direct you to your best resources for anything that you need more information on. And there's some stuff going on right now that's pretty exciting. So I think it's a great time that we get together and just catch up a little bit. So first thing is, I did want to just hear something good from each of you. I want to know what's going on in your life that's positive, and just celebrate something, little, big. So if you don't mind, we'll just kind of go down the line here with Miss Julie and then Michelle and Kristen and Thomas and Callie, and then I'll share something at the end.
Well, Kaylin graduated in June, so we have no children in high school now, which is really weird and exciting all at the same time. Mainly weird. And that's it. We're just kind of doing life, and
Where are you guys headed? I know you said on the 18th you guys are traveling. Are you guys taking a little trip?
that's a girl trip. So at the end of July, we're going to North Carolina for our big family reunion. So we'll be there for a week, and then in August, I have camp with the kids for cross country. And then right when I get back, I'm going to Washington to go to Olympic National Park and just travel with a couple of girlfriends that I haven't got to travel with in a long time. So, yeah,
That will be super fun.
yeah, I cannot wait.
Yeah, I know that's a big transition happening in your house, so definitely keep you in prayer, and it's all exciting. And I know when I was there, I got to talk to Kaylin a little bit
Oh,
about
good.
some of the cool stuff that I had no idea that she was going to be up to when she does go.
Yeah,
That I think is super challenging. She was telling me about like the fast, away from like phones and social media, and how they just totally unplug. Which I'm like, man, that's awesome. That sounds
yeah, that's a gift, right?
like yes.
So,
Cool. Thank you. All right, Miss Michelle, tell us something good. What you got, girl?
What do you think about that? Bill and I just celebrated our 42nd wedding anniversary. Went out for a really nice dinner. Trying to enjoy because I'm busy with my parents down the hill, but trying to enjoy up here. Being up in the mountains, going to the lake, going for walks, getting some more sessions in with actually lifting weights than going to classes, and it kind of feels good. Squeezing things in. We don't really have any plans to, oh, we're going to Vegas in a couple weeks. We postponed, we were supposed to be there this week, postponed, and we're going to go. Bill and I have not been there, gosh, over 10 years. Just all I want is a nice pool, a cool room, and just be able to walk and do nothing. I would love to have somebody feed me in bed and do all those kinds of things. I need a relaxation. And maybe hopefully get out camping towards the end of some kind of short trip at the end of July. Squeeze that in.
Yeah. Now, have you ever gone to Vegas and then just drove a couple hours to Zion?
We haven't done that from Vegas, but we have been through Zion. That's one of our trips that we want to do in our motorhome.
Yeah.
Or in the maybe early spring or something, and go through, do all that, do all the stuff in Utah, come back down to the Grand Canyon and do all those kinds of stuff. It's beautiful there. It's been a while though.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Well, hopefully you find an incredible pool and you can just, I'm trying to think. If I think we've been there so much, but there was one that we went to where we just loved the pool and everything that was going on around it. So I'm gonna have to ask Tim because I get him confused. But I'll let you know. But that sounds awesome. And congratulations on 42 years. You must have been like 9 years old. Little babies. That's
I was 20.
a baby.
The baby, I know.
That's crazy. Oh man. Well, give Bill our best too. Kristen, tell us something good, girl.
That's an easy one. Let me see if I can flip my camera around. But can you see little man just walking around the yard?
Yeah.
Like he's not walking right now, but if you're asking me, he's learned in the last week to say mama, and he can literally walk all. I'm showing you different areas. Let's see if I'll walk to Marissa.
Oh,
Let's see.
I can.
Yeah. He I'll just leave my camera on while someone else talks, but there you go. See, like this is all new for him. So
Oh,
a kid miracle is on the move. So that's my
that is just incredible. He is such a cutie. I love that he came over to me. I was like, yes. But he's a doll, and that is truly every little thing he does is another miracle, and I can't imagine how that feels every day just to be like another one, another one. So awesome, and he's just such a cool little guy. Thomas, what's good in your neck of the woods?
Boy, well, it's a hot summer already here, hot and humid. But yeah, a couple of things. At the end of the month, going up to Buffalo to celebrate my oldest brother's 80th birthday. So all our detached siblings that were not around, we're going to all meet up there for that. That's going to be exciting. Have a few home improvements going on here. I'm going to have my house sided and had a roof put on. 10-mile race in August. Continue with my strength training and things like that. But really excited about this weekend. I'm going to Charlotte, North Carolina to do some ballroom dancing.
Wow, you'll have to drop some pictures in maybe Contenders or something, just because I
Yeah.
think that is really cool.
It really has been. It has been quite. It's been quite a journey, but I really love it.
Okay, but I have a question. When you started, were you someone, okay, no, before you started, were you someone that was like, I hate dancing, and then now you're doing this? Or were you like, I always loved to dance. I just wanted to know how.
No, not a dancer in any stretch of the imagination.
No,
No,
okay, so
no,
this is
no. So
zone.
it was really it was something. Well, after the Cabo trip, I saw a lot of people having some fun, and I didn't really do any dancing there. And I thought, well, let me see what I can do. And I did. I went to the studio, and they did a 45-minute thing, to ask you what you want, stuff, what you want to learn. I mean, I didn't even know what I wanted. All I told was my parents danced the foxtrot, so how about there? Let's start there. And it's just kind of blossomed into its own thing. And
That is so cool. I love that. Yeah, send us some pictures if someone could get a video of you, that would be amazing. And
okay,
when you think about the Cabo trip that year, all I know is Patrick, Tim, all these guys had their shirts off. I don't
yeah,
know
I did.
what the heck was going on, but I was like, I turned around and they're like,
Yeah, I wasn't there. I wasn't in. I was there, but not doing that.
I know, I was definitely not doing that either, and just in awe of what was happening around me. Pretty crazy times. That was a lot of fun. That was a very fun chapter of my life when I look back at Cabo. Good time. Haberman's, like, good times. That was a
Yeah.
lot of fun. I think we need to do it again. I definitely do. That would be so cool. Okay, Callie, take us home. What you got? What's good, girl?
Hey,
Hi.
I'm doing pretty good. My biggest wins are Kaylin, too, the baby girl. She's 18 months now. She's walking and running around everywhere. My other thing is I've been in the gym and working out a lot more lately. The last 2 months now, I've been doing really good exercising.
I think I've been seeing you go with your mom.
Yep, we're on our way right now. We're gonna go to a spin class right now.
Okay, that is a hit or spin. What did I hear?
Spin tonight is spin.
Spin. Okay, there we go. Girls after my own heart. Love it. Cool. Well, I'm gonna zip through what's good over here. Oh my gosh, Tim's going back to work. His injury healing is going really well. In light of everything he had done, and we are getting ready to go to California Friday for our son's wedding. Zachary So having the whole family, my parents, all my kids, all of us together, you guys know when you move away, that is so hard. So I'm very much looking forward to all that family time. So that's what's good over here. Let me kind of breeze through some of these announcements. I'll say just kind of from the start, I don't have every little detail because these are detailed. Like when you go to Coach Answers, for instance, just for the coach certification, there's like all these resources that would take a long time to go through. So all I can tell you is, hey, go here, look at this, watch that. And we'll continue to keep things, and definitely ask questions in Contenders so that we can answer. So first thing is, I would watch the Tracy Scarce live in Nourished. It was really cool how she positioned the price reduction in our fuelings and really kind of dropped some truth bombs in there about how it's not expensive and how we're going through the drive-through and saying this is expensive, but now Optavia is even dropping our prices, dropping our shipping, upping our rewards, like pretty cool. So if you're someone that's like, I want to hear someone else talk about it before I start calling clients, that's why I put it in Nourished. So check it out. It's like 8 minutes long. Then the other thing is I need 2 people. I could just do one, but I would prefer 2 people to be on with me for the podcast August 18th. Our topic is going to be eating out and staying healthy. Like there's this thing with clients. I can't start because I'm going to eat out with my friends at brunch on the 13th. Okay, that's not a thing. You can eat brunch with your friends on the 13th. We're going to order an egg white omelet, feta cheese, sliced tomatoes, maybe a little cottage cheese, and we're going to have coffee and watch our condiments, right? So we're going to make that really exciting and let people know practically. We're going to talk about the mindset of eating out and how it's not a thing because it's only here. It's not really a thing, right? It's just here. And we're going to also talk about when you eat out, you go to Italian, what are you going to do? Chinese, Mexican. So we're going to have fun. I would definitely like 2 people to join me. I'll be the host. I'll help with all the questions. We'll be uber prepared so that you don't feel nervous and you can just talk about how you eat out and go for that turkey burger wrapped in lettuce, you know, all the things that you guys have been doing for a long time. So I need 2 volunteers. Let's see. September 1st, Craig Blanchett, yeah, he's doing a mind and body challenge. So you can start to prepare your clients. Hey, kids are going back to school. We're going to have a mind and body challenge. He does all the work for it. We don't have to do anything. And that's just something you should know about. What they're going to do is on the Monday night calls, they're actually going to start to August, those last. So you'll want to like get your clients on the podcast. That's a big thing that I would do, is make sure that that's normal for you to have them on the Spotify channel, even if they can't watch it live, that you're just saying, hey, this is a nugget for you every week. You're going to learn how to eat out. You're going to learn like one cool one that's coming up is they're going to have 3 chiropractors. It's chiropractor night. So it's cool. Like we're doing things different. So if you haven't been doing Monday night calls, I would for sure do them, even if it's Tuesday morning for you, because it's on Spotify. And then get in the habit of sharing those to your clients. But they will start to promote the September 1st Mind and Body Challenge on the Monday night calls so that you can kind of just know your clients are hearing about it or your prospects. Training, convention, all this stuff has been put into a virtual summit. It's $40. I bought my ticket yesterday. I will not be watching it live because it's literally when I'm in California with family, but I will come home or watch it on the plane home. And I know the content is going to be very good because I'm a part of the group that's doing it. And they've got good stuff. It's refreshing. It's going to like they're just looking at us from all different angles, and I think you're gonna like it. A lot of the content will be good. It's $40. You can watch it anytime you want, and you can get the playbacks. And if you're like, where do I find it? You go under events in the back office, and you'll see links for that. Okay, you'll see a link for the virtual summit and all that good stuff. This is very important, this next one. Coach certification is required now every year after the 1st of July. And so let's say that yours renews July 8th, and you're like, okay, today, right? I can't renew it. They're going to give you 60 days to get yours done. Okay, so they're pushing out your renewal to give you 60 days to do this coach certification. This will now be required every year. And they want to know that you're in line with the mission, that you understand GLP-1, that you understand we have lots of different plans. You're not just coaching 5-in-1, that you understand there's other plans and protein forward plans and Ascend and all of that. So it's about 150 questions, and I'm told it takes between an hour and an hour and a half to do it. And then you guys know $199 is our new renewal price. If it lapses and you take a nap and you don't let your downline know, we had this happen last month with someone that was really mad that their upline didn't remind them, even though it was their responsibility to know. And that's how Optavia looks at it, is like, you get emails, you get reminders, it's in the back office, all the things, but it is $500 if they forget. And I couldn't do anything about it. Like when I called, they were like, sorry, that's what their reinstatement fee is for letting it lapse. So it's really serious to renew and make sure that I swear to you guys, even if you have a coach that's not active and you're like, they're not coaching, don't worry about it. Oh no, tell them. Because that was the case with this person. They actually were not active in anything, but they all of a sudden wanted to renew, and they were very upset that they didn't get a reminder. I only get it for my front line. So there's only so much I can do to really know that. The heart behind it, I think it's important. They're really wanting people to coach that want to be here. They really want you to be a part of it or not at all. That's kind of the position they're taking. And I think it's important because it's people's health. And like Craig was saying, Optavia competes with a lot of influencers online, a lot of health coaches that have had health coach certifications and trainings, and they are personal trainers or whatever, right? And they have all these things that they do online that add value. And then if we're like, oh, I'm a health coach, but I don't know anything about anything, right? We're just all out there selling food. That's what they're really trying to avoid. Is like, they would rather someone just get referral fees from their upline and be lifestyle coach, do whatever they want, than to be that disconnected and handling people's health and well-being. So they are kind of putting a line in the sand. I think it's fair to say that. And I don't think they're wrong. I think their heart is in the right place because they want to make sure that if you're here, you know what you're doing, because it's someone else's health on the other side of it. Okay. So that's just in case people ask, like, what's going on with all this? We've had some offline discussions, and I've got to hear from, kind of their heart. Michelle, you have a question?
I do. So I pulled up what you sent us that's in the back office, I guess. My question is, I know some of it can also do with them, what I'm looking here in regards to getting, how they send referrals to you or whatever.
Yes.
I don't remember the name, but so what if mine was in March. I still should take this now?
If yours was in March
or April. I've already paid, I paid it with the 99 before it went to.
Yeah.
The 199.
So you're kind of in the grandfathered zone, right? As am I, because mine's in the spring as well. So I'm good, but when it comes up next time, they're going to have expected me to have within 60 days of my certification lapsing, my business kit lapsing, they're going to want to make sure that I have an active certification. If you guys go to Coach Answers, they've got like the weird stuff, right? Where it's like, if your kid is before this and after this, and it's super detailed. So I don't know that everything about it. I just know that we have to start certifying, and that they're going to give you grace if you're a July renewal, or even an August renewal. They're doing something to give you time. We're getting a really bad storm. To get your renewal together, okay, with the certification. Julie, or did I see your hand up, Julie?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, so I renewed before the date, but I think my contract expired after the date. Even though I paid for it before.
Yes.
I think I'm in Connect right now, and yeah, I don't know if there's a way to tell.
What date is your actual like renewal?
In July, I think it's the 18th. I'm not sure.
So
But I went ahead and paid it. It was the higher amount, I'm pretty sure.
it was, I'm sure that it probably was that, because it was after, you're in that window. But
Yeah.
what's going to happen with you is, don't quote me, just double check me, but it said, from my knowledge, that they were changing your renewal. Even though you're paid, they're not making you have to have this certification for 60 days after your renewal, because they're giving you 60 days to do that test.
Okay, so just so you guys know, so I went into Optavia Learn, and then I went to my courses. It shows the courses that I submitted in the past and completed. But if you go to Coach Education Courses, which I think that's a new tab, it does say Optavia certification required and view product. So it's in there. It's under Learn. Yeah, definitely. Like, I need to do this in the next 60 days. So
yeah, so just, I wanted to let you guys know, play with it, look at it, especially if you know your coaches are renewing or anything. Don't let them get blindsided by this one. And then what's kind of cool about it is they definitely are trying to make things more, hey, I have to take a certification. I have to know about our plans. I have to understand GLP-1s, and that the client needs more protein, and they should be on Ascend because their blood sugar's lowered, right? So they can't be on a straight 5-in-1. And like, if you coach wrong, right, because you don't know that they need Ascend and you're giving them regular fuelings and they're on a GLP-1, they could have a blood sugar crash. So it's like, this is important stuff, and we can't really be, the joke is like, people will say, oh, you're just a food salesman, you're not a health coach. Well, I think that we are health coaches for sure, and especially this team. We do a lot to keep our learning above board, So I that's where Optavia is going, and they would rather the upline get the credit and the revenue for the work, because you also know that happens where you end up taking care of all your downline stuff, and they're just renewing for no good reason, right? And they'd rather that you get the pay. That's also part of the heart, is that they're like, hey, whoever's actually doing the work should be compensated. So enough about that. Just check out all your stuff, and then the virtual summit, like I said, you can watch it anytime. You'll own the content forever. I think I'm going to start pulling from the content for our monthly huddle, and just taking like one thing from it and reteaching it and talking about it. Obviously, this is exciting. You guys should all have this thrown into your business thread. It's in Contenders. If you don't have time to know it, at least put it in your business thread and go back to it. But this is really cool. I mean, in a nutshell, this started on July 8th, today. And there's basically, we're reducing the list prices on all the fuelings and all the active stuff, which is great. They're getting their auto ship discounts. So now if the order is over $250, it's 10%. If it's over 350, it's 15%. There's no codes, gimmicks, promo codes, no more points to track. Basically everybody it's the same price with built-in rewards. And then I love the flat shipping of $7.95 so that clients don't feel like they have to order more and then they pile up on fuelings because they didn't want to pay shipping and they're not eating them. It just creates a lot of noise. So I'm glad they're just doing the $7.95. I love Tracy's point of, clients that are like, well, Amazon's free. Amazon's not free. You pay a membership fee to be in free, right? So $7.95 times 12, right? Like nobody's free, nothing's free. And in this economy, to watch them lower their prices is really cool. There is a new 28-day cycle instead of 30. That is something to know and plan with your clients. Everything will stay the same in their auto ship. So if they have stuff in there they don't want, it'll just be discounted stuff that they don't want and the shipping will be less. But like, we want them to go change their rewards. So the net is more savings, less tracking, predictable pricing, smarter shipping, same success and options that we've always had. I think this is an awesome thing to talk to clients about. It gives you a reason to call every one of your clients that you want to work with and just say, hey, did you see the savings? Did you see the new plans? Are you aware of what's going on? Did you know we have killer podcasts on Spotify? Lots of good stuff happening. I just wanted to connect with you for a few minutes and let you know, same fueling, same program, cheaper prices, cheaper shipping. And let them know, because a lot of people, they won't order because they don't want to. They're like, I just need a little bit of fuelings for the summer, and they have canceled their premiere because they don't want to pay big old shipping. Okay. So touch your business in some small way, 5 days a week. I would consider that. Contact clients with our new structure. Totally good reason to reach out, authentic reason to reach out. You do have something important to say. You're not just bugging them, right? And you're adding value. Lead with your health, set some new goals. Whatever it is, like whatever you're working on, don't feel like it's old news to your audience. Like it's not. And if anything, they're looking for us to be that consistent beacon of hope when they're finally ready. So just share whatever goals it is, mindset, spiritual, physical, financial, just be an inspiration to people. They need it desperately. Share books that you're reading, podcasts that you really liked. Add some value and nourish. That is touching your business. Sharing a recipe, sharing anything. And then 5 and 1, let's talk. I really love talking to clients that are like, I need to get back on program, but I've been eating fruit and this and that. And the sheer thought of going back on a 5 and 1 is daunting. And we need to talk about that. Like, you don't have to do that. You can be in a caloric restriction. You can use some fuelings. You do not have to march your way back to a 5 and 1 after you've enjoyed fruit and things that you're like, I don't want to have to give that up, and you shouldn't have to. But I think a lot of people think that that's it. That's the only way to do it. That's the only way to get this weight off that I've gained or whatever. And so I think I'm going to do a live and Nourished about it. Like, let's talk. You're wanting to get healthy, and somehow you're thinking the only way back to health is 5 and 1. And we really got to get past that, because so many people are not a good fit for it. Number one, they're too active, they're too old, they have protein goals that exceed or whatever. And we really need to talk about that. So that's about it. I hope this was valuable, at least in getting you guys some nuggets of things that you need to know. And then we will huddle the second week of August. And Contenders is where it's at for any questions or any clarifications, examples. I did hear, I don't want to scare anyone, but I did hear that when they moved, clients that had like orders in July, like the 7th and the 8th or whatever, they're giving them the greater discount. Like, if there's 2 discounts that are available because they're on the cusp, they're giving them the bigger discount of whatever is bigger is what they're gonna get, okay? So if you're like, well, this client is like teetering, you should know that. And the second thing is some people were double billed and then it fell off right away. That second bill never went through. It's not going through to their bank. If you get any panic calls like that, just know nobody, from what Jan Paxton told me, nobody's actually been double billed. It just looks like it hit 2 times and they're not doing that under no circumstances, but there was a little snag with like a handful of people. So if your handful of people is in there, just know that, okay? That's it, guys. Get back to your night, enjoy your summer, and please let me know if there's any questions that you have. All right, take care. And this is recorded. I don't know if anyone has time to throw it up for the team, but I would super appreciate it. With my traveling, it's a little crazy, but if not, it can wait till I get back. All right, take care. Tomorrow,
Michelle, you or me? You? Okay.
Thank you so much, Michelle.
I'll throw it up tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Much appreciated. All right, take care.